Hello students, myself Shashi Kumar SK, Department of Physics, IDSG College, Chikmagalur. This is the second session of your theory class. In the first class we had discussed about rectifiers and types of rectifiers. In that we had discussed only two types of rectifiers, that is half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. Using a simple PN junction diode, we are going to convert AC signals into pulsating DC signals. In that we had three types of rectifiers. In the last class we discussed only about two types, that is full wave and half wave. We can say there is another type of rectifier which is a full wave rectifier known as bridge rectifier. In the last class we had mentioned that bridge rectifier, but we didn't discussed that in that session. Therefore, in this class we are going to discuss about a bridge rectifier. Before going to a bridge rectifier, why we need a bridge rectifier? We had already discussed about a full wave rectifier. This bridge rectifier is also one of the type of full wave rectifier. One of the drawbacks of the full wave rectifier, ordinary full wave rectifier, is a center tap transformer is going to be used. But a center tap transformer may not be accurately divides the half of the turns. There may be slightly variation of that division. Hence, there will be a variation of the output signals. That center tap transformer may not provide a exact center tap. Sometimes there will be a variation. Hence, that error is going to be replaced by a bridge rectifier. A bridge rectifier is also made by the 4 PN junction diode. In the half wave rectifier we had used only one diode. In a full wave rectifier we had used the 2 PN junction diode. In the bridge rectifier we are going to use a 4 PN junction diode. As we seen in both the half wave and full wave rectifier, a transformer is connected to a series combination of the PN junction diode. D1, D2, D3, D4 are connected in series. The negative of a D1 is connected to negative of a D2, then positive of a D1 is connected to negative of a D4, then positive of a D4 is connected to positive of a D3, and negative of a D3 is connected to positive of a D2. A series connection of this diodes has been connected. The junction of D1 and D4 is connected to one end of a transformer, and the junction of D2 and D3 is connected to the another end of a transformer, which may be taken as positive and negative terminals. D1, D4 is connected to positive end, D2 and D3 is connected to negative end. The junction of D1 and D2 end is connected to resistor one end, the other end of a resistor is connected to the junction of D3 and D4. The circuit diagram is shown as it is. For this, there is a naming. The junction of this D1 to D4 is named as A, and D1 to D2 is named as B, D2 to D3 is named as C, and D3 to D4 is named as D. The action of this bridge rectifier involves as follows. Here we are going to observe two circuit diagrams because we are going to obtain the AC signals in the form of a sine waves, in which one end is connected as one portion is taken as positive and another portion is taken as negative. Therefore, when a positive half cycle reaches a terminal A with respect to C, IA becomes a positive. Therefore, diode D1 and D3 are in forward biased state and acts as a short circuit. At this instant, the diodes D2 and D4 are in reverse biased state, which acts as a off. Hence, the diodes D1 and D2 will in an open state. Therefore, a conduction takes place. The current flows in a direction A, D1, B, RL, D, D3, then C and A, as we shown in a circuit diagram. Therefore, there will be an output across a load resistance, and positive pulses reaches the load resistance. Hence, there will be a voltage drop across a load resistance RL. Similarly, when a negative half cycle enters the point A, when a negative cycle enters the terminal A, becomes a negative with respect to C. With respect to C, it becomes negative. But when a positive pulse enters with respect to C, it becomes positive. When a negative pulse enters, it becomes a negative with respect to C. Therefore, the diodes D2 and D4 are forward biased. Therefore, D2 and D4 are forward biased, and diodes D1 and D3 are in reverse biased. Therefore, D2 and D4 will be in the on state, D1 and D3 are in the off state. Therefore, a current flows from C to D2, then B, RL, again D, D4, then to A to C, as shown in a figure, producing a voltage drop across a load resistance RL. Simple ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳೋದಾದರೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಪಲ್ಸು ಬಂದಾಗ A becomes a positive with respect to C. Therefore, D1, D3 conduct ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. D2, D4 will be in the off state. Similarly, negative pulse ಬಂದಾಗ A becomes negative terminal with respect to C. Therefore, D2, D4 are in a on state. D1, D3 becomes in a off state. Hence, there will be a conduction takes place in both positive pulse and negative pulse. Therefore, we are going to obtain a full waves that is positive pulse and negative pulse both will be converted as a direct current. Hence, compared to half wave and full wave rectifier using a 1 and 2 diodes, this bridge rectifier will makes a more helpful thing in the almost all the electronic devices involves this bridge rectifier, because there is no risk of action of the center tapped transformer. It becomes quite easy to convert AC signals into DC signals. Hence, efficiency will be more because there is no loss in the flow of current, and the usage of this bridge rectifier is more, and also efficiency will be more. By this, there is an advantage of a rectification action compared to a full wave and half wave rectifier. This rectifier has been a more beneficiary, and the efficiency is also comparably same with the center tapped rectifiers, and the frequency of output voltage will be a twice of frequency of input voltage. This is one of the big advantage of this rectifier, that is frequency becomes a more compared to the other rectifier. Almost frequency becomes a double by using this rectifier. Next, we are going to move towards the another topic known as filter circuit. For that, in generally, rectifiers are used to produce a DC or a conversion of AC signals into DC. We know that. But as I mentioned in the last class, that output DC signal will be having a slighter part of AC signal. Hence, we are going to say it's a pulsating DC signal. We are defining a rectifier at that time as the process in which AC signals are converted into pulsating DC signal. That pulsating will consist of AC as well as DC signal. Hence, we require a pure DC signals for our experimental or instrumental purpose. Hence, we are going to use a filter circuit. I think we are well familiar with the concept of filter. I think ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ಲೈಫ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ವಾಟರ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್, ಕಾಫಿ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್. ಏನು ಹಾಗಂದರೆ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಆ್ಯನ್ ಅನ್ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. Water filter means it will remove an impurities, which means a thing which is going to remove certain other unnecessary required things. Here, a rectifier is an instrument which converts AC into pulsating DC. That pulsating DC consists of slighter part of AC signal. To avoid that AC signal, we are going to use a filter circuits. This output of a rectified circuit, on the output of rectifier na, we are going to connect with a filter circuit. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, so that the portion of AC signals are going to be nullified or removed by that filter circuit. Hence, a pure DC signals are going to be obtained. A device which filters AC component and allows DC component to reach a load are called as a filter circuit, which means filter circuit means a device or a circuit in which AC component has been removed and only DC components are going to be produced. This filter circuit consists of the three types of a filtering circuit known as capacitor filter, choke input filter, or it's also called as L section filter. Then third one is capacitor input filter, or it's also called as pi section or pi filter. The circuit diagram of a filtering circuit is as shown here, which means the output of a rectifier is made to connect with the filtering circuit. Hence there will be a obtaining of the DC signal in the output level, that is output load resistance RL. A DC is going to be obtained at the load resistance RL. This filter circuit consists of three types, as I told: a capacitor filter, choke input filter, which is also called as L section filter, and the third one is capacitor input filter or pi section filter. In the next class we are going to discuss about this filter